Welcome to class, everyone. Today we are on Unit 8, Making Changes. There are a lot of changes in our life. Basically, we change every day. Every day is a new day, and therefore we need to change every day. Nothing stays the same forever. We still remember when we were so happy without this COVID-19 pandemic. And then the pandemic came and we had to change. I'm sure you are now a different person than before the pandemic. On this page, we also see some changes. A baby has just been born. This is a big change in life, from a single woman to a married woman with a new baby. And here is a new bachelorette, eyes beaming with hope that the future will be great. And here also, you have some expressions with the word change. Let's read the dialogue. A. The sun is shining. B. That's a nice change. It's been raining all month. You know the meaning of it's been raining. It's over and over and over again until today. It's been raining. So that is a nice change. Something different. Number 2. A. Let's not go to the same restaurant tonight. B. Yes, it's time for a change. So from this conversation, we know that they go to the same restaurants over and over again. It's like their habit. And then they want to change. And the reply is, it's time for a change. Number 3. Why did you cancel your wedding? B. I had a change of heart. A change of heart here means a change in the decision. You decided to marry a person and then you had a change of heart. Number 4. A. Shall we take the car? B. No, let's walk for a change. Again, in this conversation, we know that they take the car as a routine, and today they decide to just take a walk for a change. Now let's read the article on page 92. You're going to answer some questions on the assignment based on this article. New York City used to be the city that never sleeps. These days, it's the city that never smokes, drinks, or does anything naughty, at least not in public. Some people say that the Big Apple has turned into the forbidden apple. If you're having a picnic in Central Park and you want a glass of wine, could you have one? No way. It's illegal to drink alcohol in public. If you decided to feed the birds with the last crumbs of your sandwich, you could be arrested. It's illegal. If you went to a bar for a drink and a cigarette, that would be okay, wouldn't it? No. You can't smoke in public in New York City. What's going on? Why did the city that used to be so open-minded become like this? The mayor of New York was behind it all. He brought in a whole lot of new laws to stop citizens from doing what they want when they want. The press criticized him, and the New York police spent $100,000 on a Don't Blame Us campaign. As one New York police officer pointed out, we raised money for the city by giving people fines for breaking some very stupid laws. It's all about money. The result was a lot of fines for minor offenses. When a tourist fell asleep on the subway, he woke up to find that the police had fined him because he had used 2 seats, not allowed. One elderly couple was fined for blocking a driveway with their car. It was their own driveway. The editor of Vanity Fair magazine, Graydon Carter, noted that under New York City law, a person could keep a gun at work, but not an empty ashtray. He should know. The police came to his office and took away his ashtray. But not all New York's inhabitants are complaining. Marcia Dugarry, 72, said, the city has changed for the better. If more cities had these laws, America would be a better place to live. And according to Nixon Patotskis, 38, a waiter, I like the new laws. If people smoked in here, we'd go home smelling like cigarettes. Crime figures show that New York now has less crime than 193 other US cities. And it's true, the Big Apple is safer, cleaner, and healthier than before. But let's be honest, who visits New York for its clean streets? The next thing in the active grammar, we talked about conditional type 2. If more cities had these laws, the United States would be a better place to live. And here we see if plus past simple, then comma, a subject, the United States, would be. This is a future, but in the past. This is called the conditional type 2. Or, if people smoked in here, we'd go home smelling like cigarettes. If, past simple, comma, would go, past future. In the rules, number 1, use the unreal conditional to describe an imaginary situation. So this is not real. This is only in your mind, imaginary. In this example, if more cities had these laws, it means it is not real. It is in our imagination because not many cities have these laws. But in our imagination, if more cities had these laws, so this is imaginary situation, you use conditional type 2. Number 2, in the if clause, comma, use the simple past. Number 3, in the result clause, use would or apostrophe D because the situation is imaginary, not real. Not real in the present or future. Number 4, it is possible to use a modal verb such as could or might, not just would, instead of would, if you are not sure of the result. Real conditional, if I study hard, this is present simple. I will pass the test, this is future. We call this real conditional because it is possible. It is not imaginary. If you do this, something will happen. But in unreal conditional, if I owned a car, actually I don't have a car, I would drive to work. This is just imaginary, just in our mind. So, the real conditional uses the simple present plus will. The unreal conditional uses the simple past plus would, or could, might, depending on how sure you are. Now you can try to do this exercise. I have written this exercise in the assignment. And then you will also do this exercise on listening. I have prepared the materials in this video as well.
Unit 8, Making Changes, page 94, track 13. Speaker 1.
Mexico City has too many cars, so it's really polluted. So, if I could change one thing, I'd have a law against all the traffic. I'd stop cars from going into the city center.
Speaker 2.
I'd improve the facilities for disabled people. People in wheelchairs have real problems because of the roads and pavements. Even in public buildings, sometimes there are no elevators, so they can't use the rooms on the higher floors.
Speaker 3.
There's no peace and quiet here. All the noise and mess is caused by these students. They scream and shout every night. So, I would make some new laws against all the noise so we could get some sleep.
Speaker 4.
Because of the stupid laws here, everybody builds these terrible buildings. They are really ugly, which means the city isn't so beautiful these days. If I were mayor, I would pass a law to stop these buildings.
Good luck. I'll see you in our next video.